Yes.
Uh-oh.
Today we have Aaron. And I am so excited to have Aaron on today, Aaron James. He is what is it? We had a conversation right before this that kind of got me like
Yeah.
like, oh wow, you never know. But it speaks to the power of Chrome extensions. And today we're going to be talking about Aaron's journey in going from 0 to 4,000 a month passive income. This is passive for Aaron. He has, he has an agency. He builds websites. He even had China as his client at one point, a country. So he has like all these clients, and it's making me feel like, whoa, is agency work like the thing to do? Who knows? Hey, Yvette. Yay, Yvette is here. So I'm super excited, you guys. If you're just jumping in, #live in the comments. Make sure that StreamYard can see your name if you don't want to look anonymous to StreamYard. But today we're going to talk about Aaron's story and break down how did he get to $4,000 a month passive income? Because a lot of you guys, if you guys are here for passive income to learn about Chrome extensions, let me know in the comments. I know you guys are super excited about Chrome extensions, so let's get you started. But before we do that, let's rewind back. And for those of you who don't know who Aaron James is, I want Aaron to give us a little bit backstory on how he entered this whole online world and how did he get in touch with being the owner of these Chrome extensions. So, all right.
Yeah, so of course. Uh-oh, it's echoing. Hold on. You have to pause me.
Follow Aaron.
Yeah, it's echoing like crazy. Is that because of me?
I don't have an echo.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'll throw in a headset. It might be because of me. All right. How about that now? Let me hear you. Can you hear me?
It's fine for me. Whoops. It's fine for me.
It's you. Yeah,
No.
it's you. Yeah, it's you that the echo is coming from. Okay. It wasn't me. All right. Well, I'll keep the headset in anyways. So it is, I guess, coincidental that I happen to follow the WordPress master. I, just like him, am based website guy, WordPress. And, I got involved in, just like probably a lot of people, you start to, you find this online world. All of a sudden you're like, what? Like people like don't have to like get in a car, drive to work, go to an office, and then come back. Like you can actually make money online. Like everyone knows that bell when it goes off. Like you can probably remember your moment like, what? Like you're literally like living in, you don't have to leave your house. You're like making that type. And then, well, the first one is like, you're making money online. That's like the first like epiphany that goes off, right? Then the second one's like, they're making that type of money online?
No, wait. At first, you're like, this is a scam. And then you
right.
get over it.
And then you start seeing it and you're like, oh my God, like they're making more money like off their online world than I am going to make in, 6 months. You start seeing it, then you start seeing all the levels and all this crazy stuff. And then all of a sudden you get infected, right? And that's it. The bug comes and you're like, oh, I got to do it. So it's kind of like I was. And so I did just what everyone else did. I went out and tried to land a small business owner. I did what I knew. I was a small business owner myself for a long time. Brick and mortar, when I say brick and mortar. So, I use digital stuff to help myself grow my business. So I just started helping them. One thing led to another. I kind of, it kind of fell in by accident. I met a business owner and he's like, oh, well, I was doing, I'm going to market your business. And I said, dude, like your website's really bad. Like it's really bad. Like, could you maybe I was like, can you just go get a Wix site? Something Squarespace. And he's like, well, why don't you do it? And I was like, well, I mean, he's like, well, I'll give you $500. I was like, $500, I'll take it. Oh yeah.
$500.
Oh dude, all day. I was like, $500, I'll definitely do it. So I went and did it and I set it up. And for me, I really wanted to do right by the client stuff. So I really started looking at things. I was like, hey, well, let me use WordPress because like I can like modify it and I can add things to it and I don't have to worry about keep paying and all that different stuff. And so I really dove into it and one thing led to the next, it happens again. And then I wouldn't say the rest is history, but I started to see like I could go set up a website for $500 $6 that only took me about a couple of hours. And versus, yeah, instead of like that. And the next thing you know what's funny, Kim? Guess what happens like after you like set it up and give it to the client? It's like, all right, great. Now I just need people to get to it. And it's like, oh, you need marketing. Great. Let me go and run Facebook ads for you. At the time, I was running Google ads. That was kind of the thing. For all you newbies, Facebook is kind of like new now. What's going on? What's up, Diesel? What's going on, man? Heck yeah, the man. That became a thing, and I started like, essentially going in the door. And I really, even as I say, oh, let me do marketing, they're like, oh, they really understood the idea of like a website. And they saw the value in it. They could actually look at it and they'd be like, oh yeah, that thing is shit, They're like, great, let me do that. And I would earn their trust, and I would build it. And it really became good because like, if all of you guys ever tried like running Facebook ads for people or running any type of marketing for somebody, guess what happens? You fail. Like you fail. That's what happens. Like, it's not that easy. It's, just like set up a Facebook ad and it works. Like you have to keep doing stuff. And then you end up spending more time than you really thought you would. And next thing you know, like the relationship's over. So, well, I mean, look,
veered off the track real quick.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, it's like what people do. They, these people, I was just on the, I guess it was called Level Up Day. For those of you guys, I'm going to speak about it a little bit, but it's called High Level. And they said like the average like agency person is keeping their client 1.2 months. And I'm like, yep, that sounds right. No, it's true.
Wow.
Like y'all being lied to out there. You don't realize that. They're all like, yeah, I'm making all this money. Like, no, you're not, dude. You're hustling your ass off. Keep getting clients. But like for me, I got the website and I literally kind of like controlled them. I controlled them. And so I built a good relationship. I was able to build rapport. They were happy. They were happy that like they handed me $1,000 and it wasn't like, hey dude, I got no leads. I got no calls. Oh, and I have to pay your Facebook ad bill too. So like, it was just a different like relationship in the beginning. And so one thing led to another, and I just started doing that. And I ended up, built a lot of digital marketing skills and I got bigger and bigger clients. So we'll just kind of leave it at that. How's that? Good enough for you?
It's good.
Hold on a minute. Can I share my screen? Can I even share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
I can. All right, hold on a minute. Let me just, I'm going to share this one because you're on the screen in front of me. Oh, I can. Look at you. You've got like the advanced version, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So what I did is I went and pulled this for you guys just so that you can see this. It's actually $4,475.50.
Yay!
Okay. And as you can see, it's a very steady line. This is, whatever. This is the Maserati payment or the McMansion payment each month that just sits there and just keeps coming. You know what I mean? It just sits there.
I want to stop you right there. And I want to highlight what you just said. This is, you guys, 4,475 passive recurring income every single month is the Maserati payment, is that house payment, is that payment that will give you the lifestyle, and it's passive, which is very important. But go on, continue, Aaron.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, this was something that, well, like you said, I've got a multiple ventures, so super passive. All right, next.
All right. So the next thing is, how did you get into having Chrome extensions? And I want to highlight something super important because he's going to get into it. Do you need to go through the whole trouble of creating your own?
No, I didn't. No, I actually didn't do it. No, yeah. That's silly. No, it's silly. So me, I'll tell you how it happened. I was out in California and I saw this dashing person, just glowing and just emulating and I was just so magnetically attracted and I had to run up to her and her name was Kim Dang and I was like, Kim, yeah, can I have a picture with you? I was like a little fanboy. And anyways, long story short is that Kim and I chit-chatted for a little bit. We were at the same mastermind. And we ended up chit-chatting, and I guess I threw a few things at her that blew her mind because I do have 3 other SaaS softwares that I use. And so, she was like, whoa, and it caught her attention. And so from that transpired, she says, hey, or whatever, we ended up meeting up after, the whole group of us, whatever, and her and I ended up carrying on a really extensive private conversation. And, I revealed a lot of different stuff that she didn't really know. And she helped reveal a lot of stuff to me that I didn't know. So, she was able to really give me a lot of information that had a bell go off in my head. And I'm like, pfft. So long story short, COVID hit, right? So COVID hit, and I knew like people were coming online. They were coming online, and I started to help a lot of my community out with Facebook groups. And so I ended up just, I guess, how you could say it. I mean, I wasn't actively seeking, but it kind of when you're looking for something, you find it. And next thing you know, bang, we had 3 extensions. So there was 3 extensions, and I ended up having they were built, and then next thing you know, it goes into like, I think we added 2 more. There was like 5, and so it was like 5 extensions. And again, I'm not doing any of this stuff, So then we start going. Next thing you know, I'm like, hey, this is my process, and this is what we do, and this is how this works. Like, it would be nice to have this. And so next thing you know, like bang, I think it was like a couple more. I think we get up to like 8. So there was like 8 that we were going, and then finally they approached me and they're like, hey, I've got a couple more. You want to add these and get it going? I was like, screw it, let's go. So I actually have 10 extensions. So
10 extensions, but
all for the price of 1. Like literally, just so you guys all know, like I sell all 10 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I just plug. I gotta plug this. Come on.
And just so you know, his extensions that he used when I'm teaching you guys, it's the parallel park method. It is.
I love this parallel park method. I tried to tell that to the cop when I went into the store and literally just stole the thing right off the table. I was like, no, Kim said it's called the parallel park method. He's like, oh yeah, parallel park your arms behind your hand back. Sorry, I had to say that.
So Aaron did the parallel park method, and instead of like going all in on 1 extension, he kind of was like, hey, what if I have a portfolio of extensions? What if I'm selling like the whole thing versus just all in on 1, which is something you can do. In one of the techniques that I spoke a little bit about earlier today, but didn't have all that time to go into depth about it. But essentially, you can be an owner of a bunch of extensions and not have to work on the development, not have to do any of the coding, and not even have to take care of the customer support. And it's one of the models that I teach. So with that said, how easy was it for you to get more subscribers as you were going out and saying, hey, this is the stack that I have? How did you, one of the biggest things people stumble upon is, now that I have it, how do I get people to buy it? So what was your strategy in kind of going from awareness to purchasing? Like, how did you?
Okay, so first of all, I should be doing quadruple what I'm doing right now, because I actually don't market it and I don't focus on it. But everybody gets it, goes bananas, and eventually when we reveal to you, you guys will see the stack that I have. It's ridiculous. I actually created them for my students. It was around a process for my students, and so they started using them, and the next thing you know, I started showing in my Facebook group, and then everyone wanted them. So I ultimately created a landing page around it, and people started to share them. And the best way I can tell you right now that it actually grew to where it grew. And again, I don't run ads. I don't do it. I actually don't even talk about it. If you go on my personal Facebook, I don't even say anything. Okay. I don't even do it. I just don't. It's all because I hooked up an affiliate program to it.
Yeah.
And because I got the affiliate program inside of it, you have the other people that are pushing it. They're pushing it out, and I offer a pretty generous affiliate package on it. It's a pretty generous upfront monthly recurring. Plus, I also pay you for the downline. So everyone that you recruit, you also get a huge incentive. And I'll just tell you right now, I pay 30% monthly recurring, and I pay on top of that 15% of everybody below you. It's massive. Yeah.
So Aaron did the affiliate influencer method, where he has his affiliates go out and sell for him. He doesn't have a profile funnel. He doesn't have to be loud about it. His affiliates.
Wait a minute, what did you just say? I don't have to what?
Be loud about it.
Now wait a minute, just hold on, because you guys don't know why that's funny. But I really want you to capture this on TV, whatever, capture this right now. She just said the other method that you should do is you should be loud about it. Be louder. Maybe you should be louder about it. Maybe you should be louder online. If you're just louder online, just maybe you'll get more people. So anyways, I want to point that out because somehow that's going to tie in later on, I think. Wink, 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 wink.
And I want to point this out cool, as well. Yes, I think
that was a moment and a half right there. You just made my night. I'm never gonna forget this. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna forget this. I just walked you down a path, and now it makes sense how I. Well, anyways, let's just go. I'm ruining the conversation, but that was awesome.
No, you're not. And Nikos is saying, "Oh, here, hey Nikos, hey guys, if you're just jumping in live, then #live. Let me know that you're here. Smash the heart button. Thank you for all the hearts and happy faces and all that engagement. We want the rest of the group to know that this is going on because I want to show you in this interview with Aaron how Aaron approached it. And one of the best ways to approach it is education first, leading to the things that you need. So something that Aaron said that was very important was I taught and I provided this to my students. So before, I think the old way was you have software and you kind of are up in people's faces saying, get it, get it, get it. But what Aaron did differently was, hey, I want to teach my course and then you can get it as part of what I'm teaching. And that means that these Chrome extensions are bonuses to what he's already going to teach you. So if you guys are thinking about Chrome extensions, one of the best ways is, and to capitalize on appreciation from your community, is to allow these Chrome extensions to sit as bonuses to your education, to your master classes, to your course, online course. And Troy Dean, I just interviewed him right before this. He said that, hey, if you're making money, why teach anything? And his response to that, the criticism was, when he wakes up, his inbox is filled with gratitude from all his students, all his clients. So the reason why having a Chrome extension, being able to teach, to give education around it, leads to a life of your students giving you gratitude for helping them out. So I'm pretty sure Aaron's students have given him like, oh my gosh, thank you, Aaron, for showing us this. We wouldn't have known about it otherwise. Right, Aaron? I don't know. I saw some of your testimonials or some of your students giving you shout outs. So if you want to carve a life where there's gratitude online, it's the most fulfilling thing because you're not just out there pushing this tool, you're out there to change people's lives. And I think in that process, that's what Aaron is doing passively.
I definitely want to speak about that because I'm going to speak from a position of super experience.
Yes.
And Diesel just hit it. This is my own opinions, and as I state these things, you are to take them as they are just my own experience from my own stuff. And many of you may not like what I'm about to say, but I hope that you look at it from a point of experience. I have 4 SaaS companies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 4 SaaS companies.
They are very hard to grow to a significant level from the ground up to be able to make your life wonderful and peaches, just so that you know, okay? Everyone's going to look at me right now and be like, oh my God, I want to be him, 4,000 a month passive. Well, first of all, I have an audience, okay? So that takes time. If you're a newbie, like, that's a major asset to have, that you already have an audience. And a tip that I can tell you is that if you are going to launch something like this, start building your audience quick. It's coming to get ready for it. But what I really want to point out is that even with my own SaaS products, not just the Chrome extensions, I really did make a critical mistake. And the critical mistake was not bringing the education first and adding the recurring product on the back end of it. You know, this is a pretty successful product because I actually built a course. I was trying to sell a course. And because I wanted to sell the course, I thought it was a good idea to add on a Chrome extension. Matter of fact, I originally had tacked in Kim's Chrome extension into my own, into the course, because that was the idea. And because I wanted to grab that 1,000 up front, and then I would give them the SaaS for free for a specific time. And if they liked it, then they would continue on with it. People don't like recurring payments per se. And if I can tell you that if you can figure out a way to build that education thing and then include your product in it or your Chrome extension, because I'm pretty sure that most of you won't have like 10 like me, but you'll have 1, 2, maybe 3. I'm not really sure how many you guys have, but I would say if you can figure out a way to build the education component and package it. And the best example that I can tell you that I didn't even follow and I should have was Russell Brunson. He'll flat out tell you that like you should not sell recurring products. Like it's all over everywhere. If you dive into his masterminds, his older D videos, and that's why he sold the funnel hacks. You buy the $9.97 course that he had, and then he included ClickFunnels into it, and then you got hooked on it, you started using it, and it just exploded that way. But he was able to generate a lot of cash up front. And I can actually tell you that I'm actually reworking one of my SaaS products that I just recently launched, and I'm reworking it into that model where you'll be buying something for an amount up front and you'll be getting the other SaaS for free. But during the whole time, you'll be going to an education. I'm going to educate you how to get success, but I'm going to, preempt it by having a you have to rely on the software to get it. Like ClickFunnels, when you go through his courses, he's always making it around using the software. And I definitely have made a critical error not doing that. I recently, broke the news to one of my teammates that I'm putting something on pause. And I flat out said that it's very difficult to keep trying to fund, because I have to fund the stuff, right? I'm funding this other SaaS platform and it's not building fast enough. I went through 60 days and you look at your numbers and stuff like that. So if I can give you a huge, huge tip, is try to do what Kim just said, like figure out some way of education, like not for nothing. Like, mind if I just like shout you out for a minute?
Sure. Like, why not?
Like I was kind of like contemplating this. I guess like, I think it was like the last time you did your 5-day challenge.
Yeah.
And I literally like was really thinking about everything you're doing. And like when you boil it down, you literally have like, and I don't even know what the price of your extension is anymore. I think it's $10, $12. Let's just say, I don't care if it's $20 a month. I don't care if it's $50 a month. Like you have like this one Chrome extension, yet you're making like massive 6 figures. And I looked at, I'm like, geez, look at this girl. Because next thing you know, you're signing people up for these $7,000 programs. And it's like $10. Like massive. And so if you literally can almost watch what she's doing, like she's, leveraging the extension, but, the other things that it can open doors for you, open doors. And I don't know. I just wanted to add that, I don't know, you're making more than me, you know what I mean? Like clearly like out of the gate. And, I don't know, like, it's just like I should have taken that lesson too. And I kind of missed it.
Well, it's not too late, but what I'm getting from what you're telling me as well is the excitement that I hear from you, Aaron, about what could be, what this whole thing, what these little Chrome extensions could be as a gateway into something much more. Like, actually, right before this, I was talking to Aaron just like face to face, and Aaron's like, "Do you know Troy Dean is like, he's like a really big deal. Do you know that?" And I said, Troy got my extension for $10 a month, and then he booked a call, and then he got into my 7,500 program. And no, I don't have a big awareness of Troy. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, you don't even know." And to me, it's like when you own software, you're attracting, what ends up happening is you're attracting those people who would utilize tools every day, like they're software junkies, they're team building junkies, and they're seeing you as a solution. So if you could build out that education part, like Troy said, like, I'm not here for a little Chrome extension. I'm here to hire you. I'm here to figure out what you know and invest in myself on that level. But another thing I want to say is that I love your excitement, Aaron, because when I see my Chromebosses go out there and earn income, it is really, who do you get to become on this journey as you are building out? So it's not just a little tiny tool. You become an educator, right? You become a person that connects with other CEOs of software companies. You become a leader. You're already a leader, Aaron, but it's like, I feel like you become more so by adopting that education first mindset, and then saying, "Oh, by the way, you should get these tools from what I'm teaching you." And I always say this: if you can have them purchase into your education so that you change their mind, so that they change their life, they're more than happy to be part of your world because of you, and pay for the monthly in your software. Like, they're more than happy to do that. So,
all right, I want to, well, if you don't mind, I want to shift this interview for a minute.
Sure.
And I want to, like, how many people, or I was trying to, how many people watching this? How many people you got on here?
11.
All right. So how many of you guys are all diehard Kim Dang fans and all that different stuff? Okay. So here's what I want to do. I got on this call with her, and I turned to her and I said, "Oh my God," I said, "Man, I'll bet you nobody in your community even knows who that guy is, right? They know who this guy is." And she goes, "Well, who is he? I don't even know who he is." I said, "Dude, do you not realize that he is the Russell Brunson of WordPress? Like, this dude, like," and she starts telling me the story, and she's like, "Oh yeah, well, he opted in, and then next thing you know, he joined my $7,000 program." I'm like, "Dude, he probably sneezed that at lunch. Like, do you realize who this guy really even is?" So for all of you guys who missed that, I would dare you to go back. But long story short, even for Kim, I just want to do something to you real quick. I just want to teach you guys all a lesson. You really should click the profiles or Google people's names before you meet, because I had a dude who tried to start selling me something today, and I went on his profile. I'm like, "Dude," I was like, "you're not even qualified to talk to me." And I hate to be a jerk, but like, literally, like, did you even bother to click my profile to realize I'm in the United States? He was trying to sell me like something as small as that. Well, long story short is, Kim, I just want to embarrass you for a minute, just so that you can see I wasn't busting your balls.
I wasn't completely oblivious.
Put my screen, push my screen on. Push my screen and put it onto the show.
All right.
You do realize that he does 50 million a year. 50 million a year. Like, he's the guy is genius.
All right.
I told you he's the Russell Brunson of WordPress. Anyway, I just had to tell you, okay? Kim was, because I was getting all excited. I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Kim, can you introduce me? Can you get me a name?" And I'm going crazy. She's like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, he's just somebody who joined my Chrome extension." And I'm like, "Dude, that dude is like the most like biggest, you don't even know. I mean, look at Russell Brunson. What do? They do what, 100 million a year? So 50 million a year is not that bad.
True. And yeah, I feel like the people that I meet through my Chrome extension, they're doing $1 million a month. They're doing $500,000 a month, and they're part of my world because of a little simple Chrome extension. Yeah. So to me, it's like, that is those are the people you get to meet and be a part of your world, because they, like, honestly, they feel like they owe you. You created a solution that they can quickly grab up, not even think about it, invest in themselves, not have to worry. You become this big solution to one of the problems that they have, and they just want to solve it real quick. So, so that's
plug. Wait a minute.
That's what I thought, like, oh my gosh.
I gotta plug this. Like, hello, just so you guys understand that, like, this dude teaches all of this about building websites and WordPress and all the different stuff. So just so you guys know, just like plug. If you want to learn about WordPress and you don't have $1,500, come see Aaron. But what an amazing interview, dude! I was taking notes on that interview. I mean, that little piece of advice that he dropped. I'm gonna pretty much do that tomorrow, just so you know.
Yeah, and if you missed the interview, it's just earlier on today.
Yeah,
you can watch the replay; it's available.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, he's such a, I don't know. I spoke with Troy like one-on-one. He's such a humble, nice.
He is.
guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, I've went through some of his trainings and stuff like that. I've been following that guy for a while. I mean, he's done a fantastic job, really, like, educating people. He really has. Like, that guy's. Kudos to you. Hopefully you're watching this interview. My name's Aaron, by the way.
Hey, this interview is about you, Aaron.
I'd like to get a blessed hat on you. I need a picture for my wall.
So let's talk about your story, Aaron, from going from 0 to 1,000 a month, and then from 1,000 to 2,000. I kind of want to dive deeper into your story, and to see if those who are listening can relate to, okay, that's what I have to do next to change. Also, by the way, you guys, if you invest in yourself with Chromeboss Elite, which is my year-long program for creating your own passive income journey with simple software, we go and we talk about this. We kind of geek out on this every single week on how to get more subscribers for yourself. So just saying that if you want to join us inside Chromeboss Elite, that this is what we geek out about. But today, I kind of want to give you a glimpse into Aaron's world and how he's doing it, because I find Aaron's approach, like, this is his side income. This is not his, like, active. This is his side income. So to have almost $5,000 side income coming in is a big deal. I don't want to downplay that at all. So so one of the big thing that you did was switch to education first, sell the system to your students, to your current students, or to students that are new coming into your world. And then how do you sell it? Do you sell it through Messenger? Do you sell it through, ads?
All right, I'm going to be an odd duck here. If you don't mind, I'd like to just take a little bit for the team here. Nico's, who knows? So I have one of the most bomb collection of Chrome extensions, because Kim taught me how to parallel park. Hey, well, I feel like Snoop Dogg in that, where they have the California. I want that song to play right now. Because look, let me, for those of you guys who don't know, because she exploded my mind, so you're going to actually get a little secret that maybe you guys don't know about. I'll slip it out a little bit. I won't tell everything, Kim, but one of the things that she pointed out to me was that, Aaron, a lot of the Chrome extensions are very similar. That's what she pointed out to me, that if you notice, there's a lot of very similar with just like slight modifications. And every bell went off in my head. It was like, whoa, I just built a 7-figure business doing that with websites. I literally just take websites that are already pre-built and I modify them a little bit, right? I mean, that's how we got into that conversation. We talked about that secret website where I was showing you, Kim, are you crazy? Why would you build it from scratch? You can just buy all this stuff and then slap your name on it and modify it a little bit. And remember when we were talking? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can leak that site. Anybody wants to know that site, go over to agencypreneur.com, opt into my opt-in, and then send me a message, because you're going to get hit with my bots. But anyways, it was really mind-blowing that, she said that. And so for all of you guys that are even contemplating setting up a Chrome extension, number one, I think it's going to be an experience unlike others to actually be involved in the whole thing and it involved in, not only like the tech part, but the whole launch part, all the different stuff. And you also get to take on an identity. So if you're struggling right now and, you need something to be like, oh, I'm not just Billy, the badass marketer, I'm the CEO of this SaaS software. And even if you like, don't feel proud enough because you're only making like $50 or $100 a month, it's mindset. Your mindset, you start treating it differently that I'm the CEO of a SaaS company. You know what I mean? I'm a CEO, and your mind starts thinking differently and you start treating it that way, and making those decisions. So anyways, not to diverge your question was, what was it like from the beginning? And I knew, again, just watching Russell Brunson, I got an opportunity to get very close to him for a little while. I was involved in his inner circle, stuff like that, and I saw that, having the affiliates could really like change your life. And so it was super important to me to have an affiliate program right away. And literally like, that's what fueled me, is being able to deliver such great value. Like I said, when I first got into it, I dabbled into it. I was like, oh, I'll just get something to help the students. Next thing you know, I got more and more involved in it. We're building not just 3, but 5, then 7, 10. And then it just became a little bit of a mini passion to like really be able to now outdo the competition and to put it together for just a mind-blowing value. It really like sells itself. When people see it, the price that you pay is the price that you would pay for a single Chrome extension, and essentially maybe a little bit more, but just slightly, and then you get the 10. And so those people are out there like promoting it. But I also did it really a little bit slick. I don't know if that matters. I actually use the Chrome extension as the way to actually promote it.
Oh, yeah, we do teach that. Like,
yeah.
For example, the thing that we're going to be launching, the next Chrome extension, because inside Elite, I do a case study from the ground up with them. So I start off at 0, and then I go, okay, now we're here. Now we're making these sales. Now we're here, just so I can bring myself down right back at the 0 level. And one of the next ideas that we have is story convert. So it's like whenever there's a Facebook story and you go and interact with it, it's going to now automatically send a message out that says, oh, hey, you tap like. And so in the story itself, it's like tap like or tap heart this story if you want to grab that link. And instead of tapping the story and then messaging and having to do all the thing, all I need to tap it and then they'll get sent the link. So that way it's in-app advertising. And that's something that Chrome extensions are really good at doing, because in the process of using it, they are being sold on it. They're like, and you're attracting other customers to it.
All right.
So, yeah.
Question. Can you poll your audience real quick? And Albert Ruvalcaba, raise your hand. Albert Ruvalcaba. Albert Ruvalcaba. I'm probably saying it wrong. Ruvalcaba. 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 Albert Ruvalcaba. Okay.
What about Albert?
Whatever you are, if you are here, Albert, I want you to like comment and post or something like that.
Oh, here you go. Albert just said,
All right. Okay, so whoever you are, I'm giving you all my extensions for free.
Whoa!
You just got it, not forever, but this guy just went and did exactly what we said, and so I want to teach you. I want to teach you guys a secret. Is that go and do the small things with people, especially the people that are ahead of you. Like, go and do the small things. So this guy clearly went to my site, and then he went and clearly went and got to my Facebook page for my site, and then he literally went and messaged me, and he asked, hey, what's that website? What's that secret website, right? So not only am I going to give you all my Chrome extensions for free, but I'm also going to give you 30 minutes of my time to personally show you things that you can gonna blow your mind. The things I literally, let me just say it. I blew Kim's mind. Her mind was mind blown. I've never, oh my God. I'm not even trying to I'll look away and you can tell them the truth. This isn't bullshit. This wasn't crap. She was absolutely captivated, unbelievable by what I was telling her. She couldn't believe it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that for you, bud. I'm going to give you all the stuff that I disclosed to Kim, and you're going to be off your way. So I want to give a big shout out for people. You have such action takers in your group. Like, how do you got such action takers? Man, these people, you know what I want to do? Just because your group is such action takers, I want to give them all my most popular Chrome extension, the most popular one, the one that actually makes me the most money, and it does it on autopilot.
Yeah, sure.
I want to give it to him for free. Is that good enough?
Yeah, but I do have an affiliate link for your program. I want to drop that.
She's like, hold on, I can get an affiliate link. Well, Kim, let's do that. Let's give them one for free, and Kim will do that. You don't have to do it right this second, but Kim will drop a link, and I'm gonna give it because these people are such action takers. I want to give it away for free for them. They're gonna get it, good to go, free of charge, and you are going to get off to the races.
Yeah. No,
all right.
I dropped the link. It's basically, if you guys are on here, this interview is so that, number one, I interview Aaron, who's successful at selling his Chrome extensions, making up to $4,000. Maybe he'll hit 5,000 next time, 6,000, 7,000. Keep the sky's the limit. And the second thing is, when you are successful from learning from me, from interacting with me, being exposed to the Chromeboss world, I give back. I bring you in. I highlight you. I talk about you. And it also comes back to human relationship. Does that make sense? It's about these human connections, the one-on-ones, the times we meet, the times that we talk, that matters on this space. Sure, you can sell many copies of your course or Chrome extensions, but if you really don't care about your community and your people, they can tell that you're not completely there for them. So can I add to that
story?
Sure.
All right. I just want to add something because this is a personal story, and y'all need to know this. So this was 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I became aware of Kim Dang. She had a very little small group. Next thing you know, she's interviewing all these major people, and she, in my eyes, was this major big deal. And she still, but I'm just saying, like, back in the day, like, and like, I don't have that like outgoing ability. I don't know what it was, but I don't know how it happened. But one way or another, I mentioned something to you, and you're like, hey, I can help you. And she literally like took like an hour out of her time, had me on Zoom and literally helped me flip something upside down that absolutely exploded my business. Literally exploded my business. One of the things that she did. And she didn't even know me or anything. Like, you have no clue. I mean, literally. And she's not the type to go investigate and all the different stuff. I mean, look, she was just talking to a $50 million a year guy, and she didn't even know it. She just does it out of the kindness of her heart. Like, seriously, I will be forever indebted to you for taking that moment. And there's things like that really, you'll remember people. It's not like, they say, what is it that you remember how people made you feel? And at that moment in my life, I was struggling. Like, I really didn't have, Insutanto, if you remember, was not anything big. Like, I was virtually an unknown. This is before any of this stuff ever happened. Any of the Garys and the Russells and all that stuff had ever happened. And I was a nobody. And she took that time to like spend with me and literally changed everything for me. I just want to thank you again for that publicly. I want you to know what type of person she is.
Aw, that makes me feel so nice. I remember when I first met you, You were like, you were nice to me when the world was not, or when things were like more noisy. And that struck me because, for me, I honestly, I don't research people like Troy.
Yeah.
I don't go deep
Right.
down the hole where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get them. It's just kind of like, hey, I meet you, and if I can help you, I will. And what you said was such a big compliment because I I felt like, when the world is noisy, when things
Yeah.
aren't working, when people are mean or not nice, then let me be one of the people that you do meet that does care and is nice to you. So
Yeah.
that was a huge compliment when I met you and you said that to me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
Nice.
And vice versa. Again, I'll never forget that moment, and it's always be there. Just it's true. This digital marketing world is noisy. There's a lot of things out there, and you never know what 30 minutes of your time, how much it could impact somebody and impact it, for a long time. I mean, that little thing that she did for me, like, changed my business dramatically. Just so you guys know, and I don't know if you even know this, like, you more than doubled my subscribers to my SaaS software in like that. You more than doubled it. Like, that was 3 years ago, and you got it out there. Next thing you know, people knew me and all this different stuff. Like by giving me those pointers for what you did. And not only did you give me pointers, you literally, do you remember you gave me all of those assets? Like, I was like, you're giving this to me? I don't know if you remember, you gave me the affiliate funnel. It was the BIB, the business in the box, like
Yeah.
that whole thing. And you're like, Aaron, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go back and I want you to do this. And then I messaged you the next day because you're like, and I'll talk to you later. And I said, Kim, I'm done with it. And you're like, what? You did it that fast? And I'm like, yeah, you told me to do it and hurry up. And I literally rebuilt the whole thing and did all that stuff. But I just want to point out to you guys, even no matter where you are, because even at that time, we're going back more than 2 years, Kim. This is, way back. Think about you at that point. I mean, obviously you've got to a scale that's massive, but even back then, like maybe you didn't think like, wow, like this couple of, this 30 minutes of my time could change this person's course, could change everything. And then not for nothing, but like that whole middle, and when I say course, I mean like course of like destiny, you know what I mean? Like, and then like you think about that moment and we became really good friends, and we didn't chit chat for like a while. You're doing your thing, I did my thing. Next thing we kind of like bump into each other at a mastermind, and we already had that such like kindness, and I mean, it was only a couple of hours, and we chit chatted. I mean, literally, like right now, if I didn't bump into you, I wouldn't be sitting on 400,000 4,000 just coming in on autopilot and me not doing anything at all. Like just those little moments. So I don't know. I just want to let you guys know about those things about treating and all those. I don't know. I'm gonna get a little mushy. Let's just change the subject here, okay? All right. Slap them around here, but thank you.
Glenn says live.
All right, live.
All right,
live.
cool. Thank you, Facebook user. In order for your comment to show up, you have to give StreamYard ability for me to see your face. But no, I love it. It is a human relationship. It is a very much, even no matter what you have, software courses, it's about connecting with your people. And so with that said, how about we do you want to dive into what you have with your course? What do you teach? I feel like there's some golden nuggets that I know that you have, but depending on like, what do you want to show? What I really want the users to get from this interview is that it's not too late to start now. It's not too late to be the Aaron in the future, a year from now, making passive $4,000 a month, paying off the Maserati, paying off the house. It's not too late. And when is the best time to start? Today, now. The time to start is now. And like Aaron said, if he didn't know that this world exists and that it's a possibility and that it can be passive, then he wouldn't be earning all this extra passive income a month. And that's really what I want for you guys to get going on your journey. So with that said, Aaron, do you want to show something or or anything like that? What I want to also ask you. I want to ask you a question about like what are the biggest mistakes you made other than you didn't have education first. What are like some mistakes that you would tell a Chromeboss not to do, or like someone getting into this world to steer clear from that you've made? Let me know, unless like that's the only mistake you ever made as well.
I don't know about like the mistake, but I can tell you things that without a doubt that hands down, you want to make sure that you can bundle something that's of perceived or value, like tangible value, and it integrates. I mean, that was what was huge for me. But really, I would tell you that is just start to find more people who've already done it before you. So like one of the big things I'd say is that like me, like I have a bad problem of always saying like want to create something new. I want to like create something that like no one's ever thought about. I want to change the world. I want to do all this different stuff. And it would be in your best interest to model other things that are successful and to surround yourself with other people that already went down that road. So like if you're going to dive into this, like joining like Kim's group was a great start. Joining her program would be much better because they've already been down the road. And especially when you have somebody who is in the business and knows about everybody else's centers, she's probably going to be able to pull you aside and be like, psh, 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 don't do that. They did this and it sucks and they're done and they're not even in the business anymore. You know, she's not going to put people down, but she's probably going to she's going to pull you aside and be like, dude, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And you wouldn't know that stuff. And the thing about it is like how much is that advice worth? You know, one thing that I didn't do that I should have done was to actually latch on and seek out more people who really was doing exactly what I was doing at the moment. And so I would tell you that, you know, seeking out those people would be in your best interest. You know, mistakes, I can't tell you about a mistake because this kind of happened by accident, by a random occurrence that she put into my brain. If I can give you words of advice, is, you know, go get your 40 and roll on California and learn how to parallel park. Seriously, because once you get into this thing and understand that it's just modeling other successful ones and then putting your spin on it, like life is going to be awfully nice. It's going to be really cool for you. So I'm just going to have to leave it there. I don't want to get too long-winded.
All right, I love it. No, learning how to parallel park. Like Russell Brunson says, you don't have to do everything from scratch. You can funnel hack. The same concept applies to Chrome extensions. You can definitely parallel park. And I think a lot of them went through my training, my 5-day training. So they definitely know what that means. And, and so, all right, so I want to wrap up this interview. I usually do an hour, Aaron, and I totally respect your time.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is plenty. Yeah.
Thank you so much for jumping in. If they want to find out where you are, I mean, you have your website right there, which is smart.
Yeah.
Putting it on your website, right?
Come on, guy. Come on. You know what I want to do is I want to leave with two things, okay? Mm-hmm. I want to encourage all of you that are, you know, considering going into her program to, you know, potentially do that. And maybe some of you, it's a cost. I would like to leave them with a gift that you gave me that literally changed the course of my entire SaaS, I think, trajectory. And that concept of a business in a box. I wanted to give people an out of the box, like literally like a straight out of the box business in a box that I have. It's related, but it's not related. I don't know. I just thought it was appropriate. Did you give them the link? Like they can go and get that Chrome extension for free?
Yeah, I gave them the link to your, well, the
I don't
affiliate.
have your Facebook group open. That's why I got it. I'm trying to stay focused.
Yeah, I think it's whatever link that is
Yeah.
first promoter. I gave that link. So that's how you guys can go and seek out about all the extensions Aaron has. And another thing, Aaron, I know, I mean, my program's constantly evolving. So actually, part of the people who are coming into my world, they already are partners with software that already exists. So they didn't start from scratch. They just bought into partnerships, and now that they have all these, they're like, the owners of all this software. They're figuring out like, how do I scale now? How do I increase my subscribers? And one of the models that I have is partnership selling.
Correct.
And how do you sell
Golden.
not only the ability to use the extension directly, but also to sell a agency level of that extension?
Correct. Golden.
Really important.
Then there it is. Then you're gonna have to join her program and get that module, because that's the one of the golden tickets.
It is. It increases your MRR really fast. So all right, you guys. With that said, Aaron, any last words before I click end broadcast, and then I'll say bye to you?
No, I guess I'd like to leave up with this so I can call my shot. I have a remodeling of the UI going on for my thing, and I'm super excited about it because like all the new changes with Facebook and everyone went through those little bumps and bruises. And I'm super excited about it, and I expect some things to be cleaned up by next week. And I'm going to be investing in advertising. So what I'd love to do is I would love to ask for an invite back on your next kind of live interview that you do. And I would like to report back on how far that I have taken it growing from 4,000 to wherever I've gone. And so what I'll do is I will document my process of what I'm doing. Okay. Because I remember I only got here because I tripped and fell on my face, essentially, is what I'm saying. Okay. So I haven't really done much. So any of you could be where I am right now. You just happened to not meet Kim in California at the right time. And you didn't happen to meet the couple of people that I met at the right time in coincidence. But other than that, there's nothing really like genius about what I've done, in a sense of, because more I did like understand marketing, and I do market it. But I am going to be essentially where you guys are at. Okay, I'm going to be starting from zero because, again, I don't have anything going. I don't bark on it. I don't have a profile funnel. I don't do anything except for my affiliates who do that, right? And so what I'd love to do is ask for that invite back, and I will, in exchange for that, I will document everything that I'm doing, and I will disclose everything that I've done to get to the level that I know where it's about to go in just the next 30 days.
All right. Oh, I might take you up on that and have
take me up on it. Unbelievable. All right. That's good.
Well, yeah, running Facebook ads strategies, inside Chromeboss Elite, we do go over that as well.
Nice.
So make sure that the program we have is always constantly evolving. We're always testing. So it does not exclude Facebook ads. Sure, you can scale organically, completely zero ad spend, but Facebook ads is really pouring gasoline on the fire. And right now, Aaron has like a little fire burning, substantial fire, but he can definitely make it like big. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful night. Aaron, I'm going to click end broadcast. I'll say bye to you right, like super quick right after that. But guys, thank you so much for jumping in, and have a great night. Oh yeah. If you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.